Hi, boys and girls. We're going to read a story today that's called The Island Picnic, and this is a level H. Before we get ready to read this story, I'm going to show it to you. And as you get ready to read, I want you to think about your reading strategies. When you get stuck, I want you to look at the picture. I want you to think about the story. And if you try something, ask yourself, does it make sense? Does it look right? And if you get stuck, go back and reread. Okay? Let me tell you about this story. This story is about Sally and her dad and her dog named Red Boy, and how they go on a picnic, and they take a boat to a little island and they tie the boat up, and you're not going to believe what happens on their picnic. So here they are, and is this Jessica? No, this is Sally. Every Saturday, Sally spends time with her dad, and so dad has a picnic planned for them, and they get ready to go, and Red Boy gets to come on the picnic too. So there they are. They sail out to the little island, and dad ties a knot to a tree so that they can have their picnic. Well, as they're having their picnic, they sit down and they're having such a good time, and they all of a sudden look up, and guess what? Their boat came untied and it floated away. So of course they had to get help. And what do you think they said whenever they saw their boat and they realized they needed help? Oh no! So they start waving, and this man right here sees them, and he comes over, and he's in an orange boat, and he comes to the island. He helps them. And what do you think they say to him for helping? You're right. Thanks, said Dad. Well, on their way home from the island picnic, Dad was thinking about that knot that he made whenever he tied the boat off, and he saw this really cool towel, and the towel had lots of different ways that you could tie knots and ropes. And so Sally said, I think we need that. So they get the towel and they start practicing their knots at home. I think they're ready for their next island picnic. Okay, now you're going to read this book by yourself. Think about your reading strategies if you get stuck. I'm going to show you this page by page. Take your time. Okay, I'm so glad that you joined me for the book, The Island Picnic, but I'm going to give you a challenge at the end of this book since you've already read it. I want you to think to yourself about some things that happened in the story. Let's think about some comprehension. So ask yourself these questions. Who are the characters in the story? What was the setting? Where did the story take place? What was the problem in the story? How did they solve the problem? And if you really want to practice, go back and retell the story to someone in your family. Tell them everything that happened, a little bit about the beginning, a little bit about the middle, and a little about the end. Okay? All right. Thanks for joining me. See you later.